Senator Markey, we have heard an awful lot from New England already today. Would you like to just yield back your time?
Well, this is it's a great day, Mr. Chairman. The Bay State and the Ocean State, we agree on a lot of issues, and we're small in numbers, but we're mighty on policies. And Governor Raimondo is a perfect example of someone who is just an incredible leader on issues that make her state a cutting edge in just so many areas. And I'd like to, if I could, begin, Governor, by taking two subjects I usually raise in committees with Senator Wicker, and that's telecommunications and climate change. And we're going to need programs, and I'm going to be introducing legislation towards this effect in order to protect our telecommunications networks, our fiber optic networks, and harden them against the impact of climate change. So I'm asking you whether or not you would work with me towards the goal of putting together the programs that will help to ensure that that infrastructure gets protected from the inevitability of the climate change that is already built into our atmosphere.
It would be my honor to work with you. I have long admired your leadership in this area, and yes, I would look forward to that.
No, thank you. In the most recent relief bill, the one that we passed right at the end of 2020, we were able to include $300 million for relief for the fishing industry, something that you are very familiar with. So I would love to hear your views on how quickly, expeditiously that funding can get out into the hands of the fishing industry in all of its various manifestations.
Thank you, Senator. I know you're very committed to the fishermen in your state. We have talked about it, and like you, I come from a state with thousands of fishermen. Should I be confirmed, I will assess that very quickly and make sure that it is distributed as expeditiously as possible. The fishermen are struggling, like so many others right now, and we need to do our best to get the money out the door quickly and effectively and transparently.
Thank you. And NOAA is just such a critical agency in terms of protecting our country against the impact of climate change. And I have a number of pieces of legislation, one with Senator Sullivan, the Ocean Research Act, to designate funding for critical research on ocean acidification. I have a Climate Change Education Act so that NOAA could study and dispense grants on key climate, health, and jobs-related issues. So would you, if confirmed, would you work with me on those issues on climate, health, and marine science priorities?
Yes, I would look forward to working with you.
No, thank you. Much appreciated. And the nation's first federal fisheries lab was established at Woods Hole, Massachusetts in 1871, 150 years ago. The Northeast Fisheries Science Center is an invaluable part of Massachusetts fishery and science community. So, Governor, would you commit that NOAA Northeast Fisheries Science Center will remain in Massachusetts?
Senator, I deeply admire your advocacy on this issue. I think you've brought it up with me every time we've spoken. And should I be confirmed, I will commit to look into that and work with you on it.
Well, no, I thank you for that. And again, I would like to ask you to come and visit at Woods Hole so that we can show you the incredible work that is being done right there on all these fishery issues as well. And I'd also ask you, Governor, if you would consider adding additional NOAA facilities and capacity in New Bedford and in other areas of Massachusetts in order to provide the on-the-ground expertise on fishing, offshore wind, and other issues important to Massachusetts communities.
I would look forward to coming to Woods Hole and to New Bedford and exploring that with you.
No, and I appreciate that very much. Obviously, our workers, our fishermen, have been under enormous stress over this past year and before. And so I look forward to working with you. I think you're going to be a great Secretary of Commerce. You bring just an incredible background that has prepared you for this moment in our country's history. So I thank you for your service to Rhode Island, but to our country in the years ahead. Thank you.